Hello, everybody, and welcome to FTB Skies. So, in between episodes, I did a lot of maintenance work. I just monitored this guy here, and looked at the stuff that was coming through, sent a bunch of it to the trash, and the rest of it's going into the ender chest here. Now, I did do the mob farm out in the nether, and it didn't work. There was no spawns whatsoever on it. So evidently that is, I don't have that going. Evidently that's been nerfed or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, it didn't work at all. There was no spawns whatsoever in there. So I tore it down. But it isn't really that big of an issue because I'm getting blaze rods trading with the piglins here, and I put the backpack that I was going to use for the farm over here, and I switched out. I put the gold over here because we don't really need it. Don't really need that netherite backpack over there either, to be honest. Everything's going into either the trash or the storage stores. I left these here. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do about those, so I just left them there. They'll just build up over time. It's not going to hurt anything. But as you can see, we're getting quite a bit of stuff here. The ender pearls, definitely. Getting like gilded blackstone, nether brick. All this stuff's pretty useful. Yeah, I'm not sure how many blaze cake we need. Getting a lot of runes of fire, but I know we need some of those. Probably not that many, but we are getting the blaze rods. That's kind of the main thing. A lot of this stuff here, I'm not exactly sure. Like the Tetra, I don't plan on using Tetra for anything. Tetra is a weapon and tool mod. It's sort of like what's it? I mean, it's sort of like the kind of an idea of the old Tinker's Construct, except you don't have the smeltery, but you got a workbench, and you put a hammer in it, and you can upgrade your tools with different stats and stuff, like you could the old Tinker's Construct. Yeah. As you can see here, I've got. I went ahead and set up the scanner, the storage scanner. I've got 2 storage boxes hooked up to it, and if you look here, I've got the storage controller hooked up to it over here. You set the range on it down here with the blocks, number of blocks it'll scan, and as you can see, it scans everything with a inventory in it. So we've got everything, including all of the storage drawers, functional drawers. Everything's available now for crafting and whatnot. So yeah, it's working really well. I did upgrade the meshes to amethyst, and I was getting extra items, so I put the drawers for those, so they'll go into the system, like prismarine there, the gas tier, the cinnabar. We're getting uranium and these geodes. I'm not sure what the geodes are. Getting the Certus quartz, and I'm getting skystone dust, and all of these will be useful. Yeah. Now the blackstone and the crying obsidian are coming from this guy down here, and I thought I'd throw them in there just in case they might be useful at some point. If you look at the uses on the crying obsidian, we can. I mean, it's used in the enchanting system in Ars Nouveau, used in the scribe table. We can make lava with it. It's also used to generate obsidian. If we run lava, put a pedestal on top of the crying obsidian and run lava through it, it'll generate obsidian. Yeah, so that might be a way to get a constant supply of obsidian. Of course, we can always use the cyclic method, which is kind of what I was leaning towards, but there is a bunch of uses for it, so I'm going to keep it. The gilded blackstone, it has some uses as well. We can make blackstone with it by putting it on a pedestal. You can get gold nuggets out of it. It is a nice a block for, building with. You can put it in the mason's table. What else was there? That's about it on that. So it's not super useful, but we can run it through a squeezer and get gold nuggets out of it. So that might be an option as well. We get plenty of gold though, so yeah, it's not too bad. Now I put the diamond upgrade here, so we'll see what happens. A lot of this stuff I'm just going to trash. Yeah, I'm still not sure how to use those tomes, those ancient tomes. So I think that's pretty much covers what I did in between episodes. Yeah, the mob farm didn't work, but we're fine. We've got plenty of blaze rods here. I think I've got 50 some in the inventory. I just wanted them mainly, yeah, we've got like 50 of them in there. I just wanted mainly we need those blaze rods to make the ender chest. But as you can see, I've got the ender chest set up. And I'll show you where I'm just doing all white for the inventory. So, yeah, it's just pulling it out of there and shoving it in there. Very simple setup. I really like the ender chest setup. And once I move this over to storage, what's it called? Compact drawers, compact machines. I'll get to the right thing eventually. Compact machines. Once I move all this over to a compact machine, we'll be able to you just dump everything into a ender chest and then have it go into the storage system. Real simple setup. You can pipe out of a compact machine. It's just probably simpler just to use the ender chest, but we're good on that. I need to set up the obsidian to make sure we get obsidian going, generating. Again, I think we can probably do the cyclic method on that. That'll probably be simple to do. Although I may mess around with that crying obsidian and the pedestal and see how that works. That might be an option. But we can generate lava with the magma crucible at a thermal, and we'll just feed it netherrack. Netherrack's real cheap. It generates a lot of lava. You just put a pedestal on top of a nether brick block, and it generates netherrack. And we'll take that netherrack and put it into the magma crucible, and it'll generate lava for us. So yeah, I may try that pedestal and see how it works. Okay, so this episode, I think that catches everything up. I got rid of the what do you call them? The budding amethyst. We're getting a bunch of amethyst here. I didn't know you could get them for the piglins. Yeah, we're also getting the springlings, which we're going to need when we get into elemental craft, which we're going to have to do because we're going to have to set up a whole thing for that. Okay, so what I want to do now is you can see my backpack is at 39.8 million FV. Not exactly, the battery's not exactly depleted, but I wanted to get the flux networks going so that we could not worry about our power situation, basically. It just kind of solves that issue. Running cables everywhere. Not quite gone through that whole thing. It takes a lot of redstone. Let me throw a little bit of redstone in there, and we'll get that going. I think we got plenty of flux though to get this done. We've got the ender pearls. We've got the blaze rods. So where's my redstone? Oh, I guess I'm Alex here today. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I have an issue with the Microsoft servers not loading my character, my character scan. Yeah, I'm not sure why. Oh, And by the way, let's look at these are the kind of abilities I settled on. Got fire resistance, I got resistance, strength, night vision, and saturation. The rest of them wasn't really all that interested in. There's things like invisibility. I don't know if we can see it here. I think if you edit it, you can. Yeah, haste, that kind of stuff. Haste might be good for trying to do stuff flying around. But there's an enchant you can get called air affinity that'll kind of take care of that. If I can figure out how to get those going. So yeah, I don't have a lot of effects here. Night vision. My strength disappeared. Oh, that's probably because I don't have the... Yeah, it only works on when you have the weapon. Oh no, that was resistance. Okay. No, what was that? Absorption. Oh, right. Absorption. Yeah, okay. As you can see, it kind of keeps my hunger bar filled up. Resistance, fire, saturation. Oh, so I got saturation and absorption both. Okay. Yeah, saturation is there's the absorption. Saturation is nice because it keeps your hunger bar full. So I don't really have to worry about eating or any of that kind of stuff. So, yeah, and the other abilities I'm not that interested in. You can get flight, which is like basically creative flight. Conduit power, that's the conduit, Microsoft Conduit. Not useful in a skyblock. So that one's gone. Well, I don't know why you would want that in a skyblock. We're not going to have... it's just not going to be all that useful. All right. And I just periodically look at that over there and make adjustments as necessary. Okay, so first thing we need is the flux controller. Let's get that taken care of. I made a bunch of eyes of Ender here, so just so I didn't have to mess with them. Let's see. How many are we going to need? 4 of those? So we're going to need a bunch of these. Let's obsidian. I hope I have enough obsidian. We'll see. I didn't think about that. Flux controller, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Whoops. Okay, good. Should be able to make that. Oh, right. It'll be nice to have auto crafting. That is for sure. Once we get we need a flex plug. Once we get refined storage going, it'll be really nice for doing auto crafting. Am I out of flux dust? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it really takes a lot for this. I thought I had plenty, but evidently not. There we go. Hopefully that's enough. The flux controller will help us do the wireless, and then the flux plug is actually what we need for the power. Nope, flux point, flux plug. Oh, yeah, right. Am I out of obsidian? No, I got obsidian. Flux core. Why is it? Right. Oh, flux block. Okay. There we go. My goodness. Okay, the flux plug. Let's see, we'll just put it on top here. So top will be output. And actually, I don't want that connecting there. Let me grab my branch. Nope. There we go. Okay, so we need to set up a network, create new network, and just do public because it's, I'm just single player, so it doesn't need to be anything other than public. We'll keep it the blue color. That's nice. There we go. So we got power. Of course, we're not really using any at the moment. Now, controller can be, where should I put that? How about just right there? That'll work. So what you do is you select the network, like so, and then wireless charging, and then you select the different areas. You can't do inventory. That's disabled. It's been disabled for a long time. But you can do the rest of it. You hit apply, and that should be it. And there you can see our backpack should be charging. Yeah, there it goes. Excellent. And that'll just keep our backpack charged no matter where we go. And then obviously I'm going to have to make some more flux stuff. But we can, if you make a point, flux point, let's see if we can make one. If I have enough. I don't have enough. Like I said, these things, it just takes a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I don't have enough of the flux dust to do. I'll have to work on that. But yeah, oh, by the way, had a bunch of stuff spawning and I killed it and got these statues. Now, supposedly you can be able to put them in your inventory and they'll give you resources. Yeah, I'm not exactly. The endermites were spawning from the amethyst, and they drop in stone, which is really nice because if you look at the uses on the in stone, here, let's do it over here. We can put it in a pedestal. Oh, it's not showing up. What will that turn into? Cobble deep slate, really? Oh. Well, here, let's do the uses on the in-stone brick. There we go. So if we use the in-stone brick, it'll generate in-stone. And in-stone we can run through crushed in-stone, which we could just do with the hammer. Crushed in-stone. Let's do the uses on that. There we go. That'll give us ender pearls and dimensional shards. And the dimensional shards can be used in RF tool stuff. You use it to kind of upgrade your machines. So you get a machine infuser. They have like a builder and whatnot. That's what these are for. The shape cards are for builders. You can. They're really good if you're on a regular world, just a normal world. You can use those builders to do mining. They work out really well for that. They take a lot of power, but they're really good for mining and whatnot. So yeah, and I did expand this. As you can see, these are all the different items we're getting from the loots and stuff. I just put these. I put these in a bag, and I figured, over time you can kind of go. Oh, there's some obsidian right there. Over time, we can kind of go through these. I did notice we're getting netherite scrap, which is very useful. So yeah, that's good. These forced ingots, chocolate apples. They're they're like well, it says there clears harmful effects. Those are pretty useful. So yeah, the glycerine coarse fruit, you can eat it, and it'll give you like 1 minute of creative flight. Not bad, not bad. I don't really need it, but you know. But yeah, the netherite scrap is definitely worth getting. I'm not sure. I don't think there's any way to actually generate that. Oh, we can. Oh, I didn't realize this. Crushed netherrack and an amethyst mesh will give us netherite scrap. Oh, now that's very useful. I'm going to add that to the list. Yeah, definitely. Because I mean, netherite. I think we're going to need netherite later on in some of these recipes. Okay, well, I'm going to have to add the crushed netherrack. That's super easy to do too. Like I said, you just for the pedestal, you just do the you put the pedestal on nether brick, and then just put a hammer on top of the pedestal. It'll crush it, and then you run it through here. So we get a blazing archwood. This is really useful too, because we're going to need that for Ars Nouveau, the archwood stuff. So we get Otherworld sapling. The inert crystals are definitely worth getting because of the fact that in Elemental Craft you use these inert crystals in a lot of the recipes. In fact, almost all of them require inert crystals, so having a supply of those coming in. Occultism, I don't know. I really haven't used this raw isnium. I think is used for. I think it's used for tools, and I don't really know much about occultism. I got into it last time I played this just to complete the quest. It's not a mod I'm really that excited about. It's kind of it's one of those magic mods, where you lay out the different. I don't even know what you call them. You've got the different patterns that you have to lay out and do kind of stuff. I'm not a big magic mod fan, so yeah, I was never much into the magic mods. A lot of some of the magic mods like Ars Nouveau, that's not really a magic mod. That's more like a technical mod that's kind of masquerading as a magic mod. You'll see. We're going to have to do quite a bit of Ars Nouveau, get that going. For one thing, I want to make some of these Starbuncle wheels. They're very useful because as you can see, you can hook them up to the thing. You don't have to worry about it. Yeah, they're pretty useful. Okay, so next episode we need to go do some exploring. We've got our wireless charging. We're filled up on our jetpack. We'll go do some exploring. We'll go look for some villages. There isn't anything close by. Oh, by the way, I've got all the chunks here loaded. You can see the bees. You can see them out there. That's why I kill them, because they'll just accumulate out there and just sit out there. Yeah, we need to find the villagers, grab a couple villagers in order to get the stuff we need for not RF tools, refined storage to get that set up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little area right here, kind of in the middle. So let's take a look at this here. I'm going to line it up with, right here. That's where we're going to do it. I'm going to line it up here. Let's say that's the middle section there. Yeah, so be a little platform here. We'll put the RF tool stuff right here in the middle. And then underneath, since this is kind of the middle of the middle of the island. We've got plenty of space down there where we can put all of the refined storage stuff underneath, because you have to have, we'll have disk drive, we'll have the disk drive and stuff on top here. All of this will be on top, but underneath, we're going to have crafters, for example, for our recipes. We're going to have the machines underneath so that we can automate these processes, like the flux, like automating the flux dust, for example. And we can put all that underneath there. I can dig out a big area down there where it'll be really nice, and we can put all of these machines underneath. We'll just run the cabling underneath there. We do get elevators, and we can make those elevators. So yeah, we've got the elevators mod in here. So they're really simple to make, just wool and a ender pearl. And you link two of them together, or you put two, you put one on top of the other. And so we'll be able to just zip back and forth via the elevator. And yeah, I've still got my sheep over here. I killed some of them just because I needed the wool for something or other. I forget what it was now. But anyways, yeah, so, okay, stop rambling. That's what I need to just stop rambling about stuff. All right, next episode, we're going to do some exploration, get a couple villagers, and we'll set up the villagers like we've got the piglins here, basically just in a little villager trading thing. It's not going to be an auto trader. We don't need that. For stuff that maybe we need to do with the resources that we can only get from traders, we might have to set it up. I can't think of anything that we actually need for right now, but we need the flux crystals, and so we need that in order to actually make the components for the refined storage. So so that's next episode. Do some exploration. It'll be fun to check out some of the villages. There's a bunch of different kinds of islands out there as well. There's the Hexerai villages, and then just the normal villages. So, and there's a mod in here called Castle in the Sky. I haven't seen any castles, but evidently there might be some castles out there somewhere that we can explore as well. So, alrighty. Well, I appreciate it. Next episode, exploration. Thank you for watching. Sorry for me just rambling on here these past couple episodes. I'll try to get a little tighter on the episodes from here on out. So, I appreciate it. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.